Welcome to Vegan Ultra Food Friday. Every Friday, I'm going to bring you my favorite, delicious, nutritious, and life-changing food recommendations. The kind of foods that have helped me to lose 80 pounds in 4 months while loving my life, thriving like never before. So, first, let's talk about milkshakes, the kind of milkshakes I ate before I went vegan. I'm talking about Baskin-Robbins, Oreos, cookies and cream, and chocolate milkshake, large size, of course. We're talking 1,800 calories, basically almost an entire day's worth of calories in one milkshake. 70 grams of fat, that's 2 days worth of fat. 40 grams of saturated fat. According to American Heart Association, that's 3 days worth of saturated fat. And just 29 grams of all-important protein. Remember, this is almost an entire day's worth of calories. Guys need 56 grams per day. And fiber, 97% of Americans are deficient in fiber. Well, this isn't going to help you. 2 grams of fiber compared to 38 grams recommended for men. So, I, of course, am not eating this kind of food anymore. Now, mind you, we do have vegan milkshakes made out of things like oat milk, which are delicious, but that is not an everyday treat. This is an everyday treat. These are Clementines, which are essentially tiny oranges. And apparently, when you take oranges and make them smaller, they become much, much sweeter. So, let me give you an example of what kind of amazing nutrition is in these Clementines. And by the way, these Clementines, $4 for a 3-pound bag at my local Target. 1 pound is 213 calories. 4 grams of protein, fiber, 8 grams. Now, this bag, remember, this bag is 3 pounds. So we're talking about 600 calories for an entire bag. That means 3 of these bags for the same calories as that milkshake. Now, of course, 3 pounds is 9 pounds of Clementines. We're talking about 1 bag is 24 grams of fiber, 72 grams of fiber if you eat 9 pounds. And remember, I'm not actually recommending that you eat 9 pounds of Clementines. I'm saying, which do you think would be a more satisfying dessert? Spending all day eating Clementines or 10 or 15 minutes drinking a milkshake. Now, let me share with you, though, the magic of these Clementines. Not just are they delicious, not just do they have tons of fiber, they have 25% of the iron men need, 2 milligrams in 1 bag worth. And because of all that vitamin C, that iron is more absorbable than a steak. 500 milligrams of calcium. That is essentially what science shows. Around 600 milligrams is what you need to minimize bone fracture. The government recommends around 1,000 milligrams. About 600 is what they recommend in Europe. But here is the most exciting part: potassium. 1 bag of Clementines, 800 milligrams of potassium. Now, why is that so? 1 bag is 2,400 milligrams. That's 800 milligrams per pound. Here's why that matters. According to Harvard, based on meta-analysis of various studies, potassium causes your blood vessels to dilate. It lowers your blood pressure, minimizing the risk of heart attack, our #1 killer, as well as stroke. In fact, the U.S. government recommends 4,700 milligrams of potassium per day, and the World Health Organization recommends a sodium to potassium ratio of 1 or less, meaning eat more potassium than you do sodium. And the U.S. government recommends a ratio of 0.5, so eat twice as much potassium as sodium. Now, you can get half the recommended amount of potassium in just 1 bag of Clementines, which is, again, 600 calories. Now, for context, the average American is getting 3,000 milligrams less for women. So deficient in potassium. Now, to give you an example, of course, for why that is, remember that there is essentially no potassium in that milkshake. Guess what else we eat as Americans, though? 600 calories, 33 grams of fat, 8 grams of saturated fat, 4 grams of fiber. Guess how much potassium? Just 400 milligrams, but 1,000 milligrams of sodium. Remember, the ratio 0.5 to 0.5 sodium to potassium ratio. This is 2.5 for a Big Mac. Now, 2 bags of Clementines can get you all the potassium you need for a day, and that's about 1,200 calories. 12 Big Macs is what you would need to eat, which is 7,200 calories. It's 380 grams of fat, 100 grams of saturated fat, and of course 12,000 milligrams of sodium. The point is, Clementines, delicious, satisfying, fiber, iron, calcium, potassium. Truly a superfood, a snack that is healthy, can't be beat for a wonderful treat. My recommendations for today's Food Friday, and I hope you join me next Friday for a special Thanksgiving edition when I will share with you what I'm planning to eat with my family for Thanksgiving. Yes, turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, and gravy. Thriving, all vegan, because veganism is about abundance. I want to teach you how to love life. Remember, Blue Zone Vegans, we live long, die fast, and love every second of it. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video so that other people can find it faster, and consider friending me on Facebook, where I share a lot more incredible studies and benefits of Blue Zone Veganism.